What the hell did I get this time, huh? Everybody bowling full here. So it looks like I got another ball in the mail. It is the Criterion Hybrid. This was the coolest looking ball when it came out last year. So I waited until it got discontinued, then I picked it up because I did not want to pay $190 for it. I only paid 120 bucks for this at Gebhardt's. Very cool. Came in the mail yesterday. And it smells like citrus. Got the HK22C. This was a stunning ball when it came out. I was very impressed with the way it looked. So I'll put all the numbers right up here for you. And they have a few of these left online if you can find them. So B7 discontinued a bunch of balls last month. This was one of them. So you can get really good deals right now if you look carefully online. At certain online retailers, you can pick up some really good deals. So we're going to do a little bit different video this time. So I'm going to drill it up. I'm going to roll it down to the alley and give you my feedback all in one video. So we're going to lay this out with my favorite layout of all time, 55 by 4 by 25. And we'll see what that will do with this thing. So we have our freshly sharpened Pica dry pencil. Four inches. Go 1 3/4 down. Two 1/8. I got 4 1/4 on my span. Draw a bridge. And 4 1/4. All right, puts the pin directly above our ring finger here. All right, we're using the version 2.5 jig that I have for sale. We also have the 31/32 alignment rod. I'll show you how easy this is to use. Bring it down. And just like that, lock it down. Simple as that. Got our 31/32 bit. Locked it in place. We got our pitches in there. And I don't even have to start off slow because I know that with my alignment rod, it's going to be dead on the lines. Next thing we're going to do is the middle finger. So all we're going to do is adjust the XY table. We'll table right 5/16. Got 5/16 to lock it down in place. Bring this down. And line it up. Lock it down. Take it out, 31/32 bit. Once again, going my normal speed because it's going to hit directly on the lines. If you ever drilled any bowling balls before, Brunswick bowling balls are very easy to cut. We're going to vacuum out the holes. As you can see, hit my lines perfectly. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get the pitches for the thumb. So it's 1/8 table left and 1/4 table back. Locking in place. So we put our 1.5 inch alignment rod in. We're going to bring this down so it's close to the ball. And all we're going to do is line it up with that top line there. Lock it in place. Take a 1.5 inch pilot bit. Make sure we hit the line, and we hit the line dead on. All right, we're hitting the core right now. Now we can use our very expensive JoPo bit for the last remaining part of the hole. And all we're going to do is stop when that collar hits the ball. Bowling ball drilled. Bring it over to the table here and clean it up. Or we're going to finish vacuuming all the bowling ball debris in the holes here. Double check our measurements here. We want 4 1/4. And we've got exactly 4 1/4, looking really good here on the measurements. Next thing we're going to do is bevel out these finger holes here. We don't want sharp corners on the edge there. That's it. Vacuum it up. We're going to take some isopropyl alcohol, clean up the holes a little bit. And we're going to use black JoPo and black turbos here for this. I think black would look really good on it. And all we have to do now is rasp. This is very smooth. We just take a rasp to it and roughen it up so that the glue adheres to it a little bit better. We're going to test fit it. Test fit is nice and snug. Got our Bob Smith Industries glue. This is the best glue to use for gluing in your JoPo and also your inserts. It's got a 5 to 10 second set time. And then we just pour in not too little, not too much glue. You get your popsicle stick and make sure that it's all evenly coated inside that hole there. Got this line right here on the JoPo. You're going to line that up with the bottom line right here. Boom, just like that. One nice smooth movement. And you let that set for about a minute. I use Turbo Quad. So we're taking our screwdriver, bring it out, and 1 drop of glue. Hold it in place for about 5 to 10 seconds, let the glue set. And just like that, they're set. We will take our Pica dry pencil and just do circles around here when we cut the plug down. We're going to bring the ball back over to the press. And the next thing we're going to do is get the XY table zeroed out. We will lock it down in place. We are zeroed out. Now, if I had a DRO, I wouldn't have to do this all the time. I do not have a DRO yet, so all right, got it locked in place. Boom. That's it. Very quick, and as you can see, I only went down till it smeared the Pica dry pencil mark. And so as far as you need to go, one of the simplest things to do, we'll bring it back over to the table, vacuum it out more. We'll get a bevel knife, and we'll just clean it up a little bit. And we'll just clean it up. Some of the last steps we do. All right, ball's all cleaned up. Last but not least, fit our JoPo inner in there. Snap it in place. Voila! So one brand new track Criterion Hybrid drilled up in less than 20 minutes. Got my turbo grips, got my JoPo in there. 55 by 4 by 25 is the layout. So here's the final product right off the drill press. So it puts the pin somewhat over the ring finger there, if you can see that. I may take the compound off. I'm not a big fan of Brunswick compound on my balls, just because I'm a speed dominant bowler. Doesn't seem to pair well with me, with the exception being deviate collision line. So I may roll one game fresh out of box, or I may brush it up with like a 1500 pad. We'll see once I get down to the alley. I'll let you know. So let's go down to paddock and see what we can do with this thing. All right, we have the track Criterion Hybrid here. I'm going to roll this fresh out of box. It did not touch the surface on this ball whatsoever. Criterion Hybrid. Holy moly. Woo. Lucky again. Not too shabby of a score. So I think I'm going to like the track Criterion Hybrid. 277, not a bad score. There she is in all her glory. Did not touch the surface on this whatsoever. Track Criterion Hybrid. Excellent ball. So I rolled 5 games with this today. The first game, a 120. Pretty pathetic score. I was missing all my spares and the ball just was not shaping at all. So I believe this ball needs about a game break-in, at least it did for me, because game 2 I got a 212. Game 3 is what you just saw, was a 277, one of my highest scores ever. Game 4 was a 214, and game 5 I put up a 240. So once you break the ball in a little bit, it's going to shape a little bit better. I think it just needs to get a little bit of oil on the cover and do its magic. So very pleased with this ball. Like I said, I got it for discount at Gebhardt's for 123 bucks with a promo code. So very happy. You can get phenomenal discontinued balls right now if you just shop around and look. This one should be around for a little bit longer. I don't think it's going to sell out as quick. I don't think this was a top seller for track. Kind of went under the radar. One of the most beautiful balls in my opinion. This thing is stunning looking. The colors are absolutely gorgeous. So I'm really glad I got this ball. One of my top brands that I bowl with is Track. So this did not disappoint whatsoever. So let me know down in the comments whether you have the Track Criterion Hybrid or if you have the Track Criterion Solid. they came out. I do not have the track Criterion Solid. It is the same price as this. And also, let me know if you guys like the new camera angle I did today. I wanted to try something a little bit different, give you a little bit more lower perspective and maybe see the ball curve a little bit more. It's not going to curve as much because I'm a speed dominant bowler and I'm rev challenged. If you like the video, make sure to give me a like, comment down below, and be sure to subscribe, and I will see you all on the next video. Thanks for watching.